Okay, so hey everyone, we're back with Super Tank Fight. It is a four-player co-op, so me and Jason will be playing along with the devs. So I guess why don't you introduce yourself, Chase?
Yeah, hi, I'm Chase. I am a fresh UCI graduate. Just wrapped up my year, and I am the solo developer of Super Tank Fight.
Awesome, yeah. And I guess we can get started if yeah. So I guess could you explain a little bit more about the game and kind of how you got started with it?
Yeah, so
no worries. Yeah.
So yeah, Super Tank Fight started originally actually as a class project, and I ended up really loving all of the kind of emergent gameplay that came from just such a simple gameplay loop.
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I just really enjoyed kind of just starting with something simple and like continually building on top of it. So originally it was just like a plain tank. I think whoever's magenta has to click ready.
Oh, sorry.
All good.
Okay, yeah. So I guess can you explain a little bit more how the game works as people are watching, or?
Yeah, so each player gets to pick a tank and a modifier. So I'm purple right now, and I'm playing Shrapnel, which is the shotgun tank, and my modifier is Metal, which gives me an extra heart.
Oh no!
And yeah, the goal is just to deal damage to enemies without dying.
Awesome, yeah. And like, how did you initially start out with the multiplayer aspect of it, or was it initially like solo?
Yeah, it was definitely always meant to be sort of a casual party game.
Ooh, I see you won.
I have a little bit of practice.
Okay, awesome. And then, so I guess in terms of like future development, do you have any plans for expanding it, or is it like basically complete?
Absolutely planning on adding more content. I originally started the project in 2020, and I developed it for the entire summer.
Whoa.
And that got us to just about what we're seeing now. And then having just graduated, I have a little bit more time to actually dedicate to it now. And so I definitely want to spend this summer refining it, adding more content, I have a couple systems in mind, stuff like rule sets, like Smash Bros. They kind of change the game mode a little bit, or I'd like to have the tanks and mods like unlock over time in the levels, and I want to do that through like an achievement system. So I think that those will really add a lot to the game, because right now it's kind of a fun party game, but I think it definitely feels like a one-off. You download it off Steam for a couple bucks, play it for an hour with your friends. But I'd like to develop it into something a little more fully realized as a game.
Gotcha. I guess like I think definitely adding progression would be really interesting to see. Mm-hmm. And then I guess one of the other questions I had was about your like, what was your design philosophy when developing different types of like tanks and the mechanics that go along with them?
Yeah. So, like I said, the thing that really drew me to this game was how much there was for how simple it could be. Like, there's a lot of mechanical depth for just having, even when there were no like different tanks or different mods, just how much fun it was 1v1ing as, you know, Recruit, the basic tank. And so my philosophy has kind of stemmed from the idea of like just keeping it simple and just letting each tank do like one simple thing. So like, looks like we have 2 shrapnels, so I'll talk about shrapnel. The entire hook is that you have a shotgun. You shoot 4 bullets instead of 1, but you can't shoot straight forward. It's always at an angle. So there are kind of like benefits and drawbacks, but it's always very simply communicated. That's really important to me, is that everything is very... Oh, what?
And I see there's wind and stuff?
Yeah, so there are item boxes that'll spawn. Currently there are 5 different items. One of them is Steel Wind, which is what we're about to see there.
Okay, awesome. And then I guess, what was the most difficult part of your development process?
So like I said, the majority of development was during summer of 2020. And so it was really hard kind of developing a game in a vacuum. I didn't really have a ton of opportunity for playtesting. And being a solo developer, like I didn't really have anyone to bounce ideas off of, you know. So a lot of the original design and development was kind of done with just like whoever I was able to be around, which was not very many people.
No, yeah.
Yeah, just
Okay.
developing in a vacuum is really hard. I would not recommend it if you can avoid it. Playtesting is awesome, and I think Parsec especially is really helpful to me right now. That's not something that I was familiar with at the time that I started development.
Yeah,
and so being able to not worry about networking just yet, that is something that I want to add, but it terrifies me. So Parsec for now. And yeah, I think it's just that's something that I'm definitely very grateful for now that I'm picking up development again, is that I do have kind of a community. You know, I have my Discord server with people that I can reach out to just to say, hey, let's play, I want to test some stuff, and I think that's really helpful, and it'll really be a really great asset going into this kind of next season of development.
Yeah, awesome. And yeah, I'm definitely impressed that you were able to kind of do this during like the summer of 2020. I know it was like a really hard time to sort of get that motivation to start and finish something this well done.
Thank you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I guess in terms of... Yeah. Oh, Jason?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry. Is your thing going okay, or?
Sorry, yeah.
No worries. I think we should be almost about time to wrap up, but I think, I guess in terms of, I guess the last question that I wanted to ask was how did the game change from over time? Like, where did you initially go with this, like tank idea, and then is it like reflective of what you wanted from the start?
Yeah, I think I've definitely learned a lot as time's gone. I don't know if it's... I have a feeling. Yeah, I don't think that'll work. That's fine. We're just gonna pretend. I accidentally rotated the bumper sprite, so those don't actually go the direction they look like they do.
No worries.
It's fixed now, but at the time it was really good. Yeah, sorry. This is definitely very close to kind of my original idea for the game. Like I said, it started very, very simple, and I just got to add more and more content. I think 2 of us tied the turrets right there.
Yeah.
Just kind of adding more tanks, more mods, just building on the original concept. So the roots of the game are that were there at the very beginning are still there. There's just more variation, more kind of personalizability of like your own gameplay, able to express yourself through your favorite tank, your favorite mod. So yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
And
then
still, how it was when I started.
Awesome. Yeah, I think that is awesome. Just having like having it sort of be like what you envisioned. And then I guess we're starting to wrap up a bit. I think we're running a little bit low on time. But do you have any other last thoughts or any recommendations for anyone who wants to, solo dev or make their own game?
Yeah, I mean, solo dev is hard. I definitely recommend relying on friends. Bring other people onto your project. Teams are important, especially if you're looking to go into the industry. You can have a really good game, but if you made it by yourself, that doesn't really tell people that you're a good teammate. And so don't rely too heavily on solo dev. Definitely teams are important. But also teams are important just for having other people to bounce ideas off of, having other people to keep you motivated when you're having an off day. But yeah, if you're going into solo dev, keep it small, keep it simple, and start with a really refined core and then build on it. I found that, with especially with game jams, just really short projects have really emphasized that to me as well. Just having a very simple core that you can build off of if you have the time is really helpful for limited scope situations like solo dev or game jams or stuff like that. So yeah, that's my advice.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming. And do you have any other last shout outs before we go?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter, SuperTankFight. I have a Discord server and I'm part of the Itch Jam, so you can find the game there. And yeah, just a special thanks to everyone who has supported me thus far and everyone who's going to continue supporting me throughout the game's development.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Chase.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah. Okay, I guess we will move on in a couple minutes
to the next game.
Should be
Knorrs, so we'll see you soon.
Oh, I think it's Matanza that's next.
Matanza, sorry. Matanza,
yeah, sorry.
Sorry about the inconvenience. It's been a little rough.
No worries.
But yeah,
yeah.
Matanza is our next game.